So apparently I really just don't like clicking the record button because this is the second time. This is worse than the last time, even though I said I wasn't going to do it again. But this was worse than the last time. I did the whole video without pressing record. So that was fun. So let's try this again. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Tips TV. First off, I just wanted to say my thoughts and prayers go out to all of those affected by what happened in Paris last night, and I hope that all of your families are safe and okay. So, the first video I put up was about how to change your hard drive, and last week I did how to make a bootable USB flash drive so that you can install Windows. So today, I'm actually going to go over on how to install Windows. So, let's boot into our flash drive and get going. So, this is what it's going to bring up. Your default language that you chose when making the flash drive will show up here first, but you can choose another language should you want to. So click Next. And this flash drive actually comes in handy as well. If you are having trouble booting into Windows, you can actually use it to repair your computer if you click down here. However, we're installing Windows, so we'll click Install Now. And it will show the setup starting. So here it'll ask for your product key for Windows 10. If you have upgraded to Windows 10 before, you will not have to do this step, and you can click Skip, which is what we'll do. Otherwise, if you bought Windows or this is your first time installing Windows, you will have to buy Windows, and you will enter the product key here. But so in our case, we'll skip. You can read through these if you want to. I usually don't. I don't think anybody does. So just accept it. Click Next. So on this screen, you can choose to upgrade if you so choose, which is actually what you would have to do before doing a fresh install, because otherwise it won't activate your hardware. So you can choose this option if you're upgrading. In our case, we're going to be doing a clean install, so we'll choose Custom. On this window, it'll show your hard drive. In this case, it's 32 gigabytes. It'll be unallocated, so you'll have to format it. So just click New down here. It'll bring up the default size and click Apply. And here it's just going to show a warning that it's going to make another partition. In this case, it'll be the system reserved partition that Windows uses for some important files. A partition is basically a virtual hard drive, you could call it. Basically, you can split up your hard drives so that they appear in Windows as separate hard drives. So here we'll click OK, and you can see here how it made the system reserved partition, and it's also got now your primary partition, which is where we'll install Windows. So just click Next, and let it copy the files. And once that's done, we'll go into the next step. Alright, so now that it's finished, it's going to restart. Just click Restart Now, because you don't have to wait 10 seconds for that to happen. So we'll restart it. Ignore this. If you click that, it'll boot back into the installer. So it'll once again ask for your product key. Again, same thing as I said before about it. If you've already upgraded, you don't have to worry about this. And if you've bought it, then enter your product key. So I'll click Do This Later, because I don't need to enter the product key. Here, you can either use Express Settings and just go right to setting up your profile, or you can click Customize Settings, which is what I'll do, and we'll go through the specifics on the settings. So here, basically, Microsoft will take data for, what you type and what you say and all of that stuff, and it'll use it to kind of make your Windows experience better. I prefer usually not to let them have that data, so I just uncheck these. You can leave my location, because sometimes I do use apps that need my location, so I'll leave that on. Click Next. This is the same thing for browser. I click both of them off, and plus I don't even use Microsoft Edge. I use Firefox, so I don't need to have that on anyways. Down here, this is for connecting to networks. I don't prefer to have that on, because I don't need my computer connecting to other people's networks, even if they are, even if they are friends. However, because I could just ask them for their Wi-Fi password anyways. I will keep the send error and diagnostic information to Microsoft, because that stuff does help them fix bugs if you run into a problem in Windows. On this screen, if you have a Microsoft account, you can use that to sign in, and it'll sync all of your files using OneDrive and all of your settings across your computers if you have more than one. I'm, however, going to set up a local profile, so I'll skip this step because I don't prefer to have all my settings. I have settings different on each computer, so I prefer to keep them separate. So I'll click skip. Here you'll make your local profile. So in this case, my name is Chris. Enter a password. I think I spelled that wrong. And just, I'm not actually going to enter the hint because I know what the password is. But enter a hint if you so choose. Click next. I think you have to actually enter a hint. I don't think you can skip that. But you could put whatever. And now it's just going to do some background things, and then it'll boot into Windows. Alright, so that took a little longer than I expected. But anyways, now we're into Windows. What you'll have to do is, if this is a pre-built desktop that you bought from a company or a laptop, you're going to have to go to their website and download the drivers for all of your hardware from the website. You can usually go to their downloads section of their website and type in your model number of whatever your desktop or your laptop is, and it'll give you a list of drivers that you have to install for your operating system. Otherwise, you will, if you built your desktop, the motherboard will have come with a CD that includes all of your drivers, but you can also go to the site from the company that your motherboard is from and download the drivers from the site. And that's pretty much it. That's all that really goes into that. Alright, so that's it. I hope you learned it. So now you can replace the hard drive, make the flash drive to boot into the Windows installer, and actually install Windows. So you can do a complete clean install of Windows. So I did this on a virtual machine using VirtualBox. Basically what that is you can run Windows inside of Windows, because I wasn't about to completely wipe my laptop and reinstall Windows. I could have made another partition on my hard drive because I have enough space now. However, I just found it easier to use VirtualBox. This way I didn't have to mess with that, even though I could have done it. I can show how to do a VirtualBox and how to set it up and everything in another video. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below. I'll definitely be sure to answer. And that's it. Thanks for watching.